became of Kupka? Why haven't we heard anything?
If the state of our coffers is anything to go by, I'd say we found ourselves.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto. Any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waloeders.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waluders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloeder standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Cid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Clive, have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kuka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot.
Thanks to Sid, the man who...
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kuka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kuka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kuka.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tong down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. But I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
just started reading books that don't have any pictures.
Mid hasn't been her usual.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Think Mid might need some help.
Thanks to Sid.
Thank you, Clive.
Blackthorn.
Hell with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise ain't going then.
She said you...
Krieger's Tea. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want, and I'll need help. Get Gavin Otto in.
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in still. If that's what it...
And,
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. That means an alloy. Which is where you lot come in. I need now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only... As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock.
Well, one of us should probably give you an handcut.
And the other can go and get the rest.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where.
Up to you who you take to the desert. I mean, Gav's doing the fight, but you don't have my winning personality.
You going up? Which one of these two?
Gav.
All right, then. So,
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the Black Sand.
Southern reaches of the Velcro. I'll go and scout the place out.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up...
You two, eh?
Fleece me.
Looks like I found the river. Now, where's Gav? Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here... Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall.
So this is Stardust. It just looked like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished?
Enough.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for all... Here... Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain? Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy? Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn.
Yeah. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to begin.
We should go out on... Your beats sneaking around on your tud.
I'll make a start on putting this firm. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be...
Thank you, Blackthorn.
Suppose we'd better be getting...
Give us a shout.
Back, are ya? What do you want? Not bad, if I do say so myself. Not my best work, but it'll do. Anything else?
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn start...
Excellent.
So,
The helm for this will be
salvage from the ruins.
but we don't have...
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, sit.
Yeah.
I'll show you. Here you see the Mithril engine, in which Mithril is burned to generate. Excess heat is dealt with by means. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating, in other words, this is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. And not only that, they're also waterproof and, why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it...
You can stop there. Mid said we might be... Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to... It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them.
I see. Would that help?
Oh, I'll gather my team and head there right...
Good day to you. Sid.
The crystals we get from the tailor all... Oh, there you are, Sid. The, ruins are just over there.
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go. things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid.
Excellent.
And just...
Right.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop. But those things will still be spitting, which is why you need a prism for the dragon's I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight, I need something light.
Well, if I were in need of a... I know whose counsel I would...
Tomes? I've got all the details written. Can you take this to him? See what...
Right away. Hippocrates.
For you, Clark?
Well, actually, it's for me. Could you take a look at it? She has some specific requirement yet remain as he can...
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution.
Perhaps. It is not...
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine. And yet, we have made...
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. An obelisk complaint. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm. Nobles would daub their... So if we could... It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. I shall speak to them, and if you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, the knowledge of the past...
Thank you. And since you're asking others...
So you need a...
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need.
The other can assist me...
Can we count on your aid?
Always.
Well...
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young... So, Clark, who will accompany?
Very well. So then.
I have taken the liberty.
White chocolate. Are you sure this list is right? I would have thought the ingredients would...
Though these items may seem mundane, so much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to... Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway.
I will.
You two enjoy...
You too, Tut. Now, where's Jill?
There's talk. Keep them pilchards nice and chilled. I won't have
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the Humphrey?
I'm sure everything we need is somewhere. Why don't we split up and see?
All right.
How about you look for the Peppy? I'll find the other things we need.
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the bushel. Fresh cuts! Come and get them before...
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. I trust it's all here. Keep fighting the good fight.
Buy, sell, or be gone. Good riddance.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find everything?
I did.
Garlic. Now all that remains is for Harpo. But before we head back... Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh!
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive. Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the Moondew. How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the Moondew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice, just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the Moondew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Harpocrates. Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Thanks to Sid, the man.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Think Mid might need some help.
Sorry to keep, but you'll be pleased to know.
You found something for...
In a manner of speaking, Harpocrates is supervising the construction.
Brilliant!
Don't thank me.
Right then, better start way to the Black Hat.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish.
All right.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
How may I help you today, Clive? Here you are. All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
All right, Clive. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the Twins, has she? I swear, that girl... No excuses now, though.
Not quite. She said there was one final...
She said that?
She...
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid.
Is that the thing Tomes helped you?
Obolus.
Yep. Oh, you in a hurry at all, are you? Oh. But anyway, I've got a letter. Urgent, by the sound of it. On it.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mean.
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need...
So what? Mid got us to do all...
Well, but next time you plan on visiting Cid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone, just like when we built this place. Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to... Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High House.
Gav will be leaving with me.
You can count on. Just be sure to give Cid and the...
Oh, by the way, Jill will be... She's got some things to take care of.
I hope she's telling the truth a little. Well, Cid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. Not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these.
So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you. But we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go? With them? Oh, thanks, Nan!
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot! There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders past and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
So what do you think?
How nice. They have a hideaway of their own. Go to the top.
We've done the Republic a service.
I needed that.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side. So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then, Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greager, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
Canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well-trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end.
How much further to Boklab now?
More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the Crystal's blessing.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Peaches and pears.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. They are more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the Crystalline Dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
It looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Come and taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
I'll take the large one.
Ah, Good. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Good. Just tell us what happened.
It's me trader's pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Yeah. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even start?
I know where! I've got a pal in Bock lad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure naught else is missing.
All right. We'll meet you there.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
It's next to the checkpoint.
Out of my sight, wretch!
What are you looking for?
A fine choice.
Farewell.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Boklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By little Ben.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain. Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes, and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots' pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and two birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion, Goots?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Clive.
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive. The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that, and he will know you for a friend. I suggest that you speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.
Out of my sight, wretch! I know you...
Come on, come on!
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Juicy pears! Slake your thirst!
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for some... Ah! Eloise collared you too, eh?
She told me you were leading the hunt for the...
For one, that they're harder to watch your back, see? Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imp...
Their eyes must have...
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track...
Thank you.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life...
Fish for sale! Can I interest you?
She's asked me to help her.
Is that so? For one, this isn't a family operation. Street urchins, by the sound.
Orphans from the war.
A few, perhaps. They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond.
The shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then.
It's worth a try.
All right, then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Come, taste my peaches! They're sweet as nectar!
Excuse me?
Cons.
I was just wondering if anyone...
Anything you've grown, so guess what I'm about?
Sorry.
Do you have a...
What do you want?
What I want is to know who...
I don't know. What's picking pocket?
No, you... So if they come calling...
The caravan stops next to the check. Jug of snake spit for the road?
What do you want?
It's all right. We're not going to hurt. We've heard that some very bad... We need to know who's behind it.
I don't know much about it, really. He said he got a job.
Sounds promising.
We need to find him.
Do you know where your friend...
He's usually by the tent.
Thank you.
Come on, come on!
Let me carry your goods. I'm
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Daddy, I'm hungry. That big fat donkey was easy. He wouldn't have noticed. Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over. Could use one of those things to get.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like.
Shit! What do we do?
You two get caught if you want.
Hunter, where are you going?
So that was Hunter, eh? Jill, you watch these.
All right.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do. Did you see a boy run past?
There was a boy ran back there.
Thank you.
Oh, shit.
It's all right, Hunter. I just want to...
Fine.
I'm looking for the people who...
Called themselves the Carstones. They said I knew they were bad, but Britt didn't come at all half the time. Before I started buzzing, you know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else.
Hunter.
You found him then?
Jill.
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots.
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. Whatever you do to me, I can't. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their guilt.
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo.
Goots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister? Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? I'm Theodore, at your...
Theodore.
Vultures who have made They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with... I've been looking into their activities in hope of spare. But it seems they've already stooped. Hunter's a good lad. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the Stones... Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end, then we all want the same.
So?
What else? You get your trader's pass back.
All right then.
All right then. Honza, where are they camped?
Couldn't if I wanted to. They always come to town to collect the pass. I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down the trail.
We'll try it this time.
Back down the road.
To Laney's Cleft.
Laney's Cleft is to the south, past the camp.
That's that then.
Daddy!
There are no crystals here. We have to keep going. for one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have minded your I doubt these were the ringleaders.
But at least we know we're on the right track.
We got company! Just the lot.
Soldiers.
Fewer now.
Not a bad haul today, eh?
Aye. Some of our new recruits are not...
Especially the little ones.
It'll be a shame when they chop them off.
Scum.
The leaders of the cut.
They don't deserve it.
I wasn't planning.
We're ready when you...
Oh, I'm...
Fuck. He's that guard from Bockland. Kill him. Kill them all.
And they say crime doesn't pay. Gold chains, rings, purses. And traders' passes. Dozens of them.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No doubt Goots's is somewhere among them. Now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people it was taken from.
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we leave things here in your hands, Theodore?
Of course. Oh, and, be sure to tell her of the part I played, won't you?
We'll be glad to.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
That's that then.
Hurry, man. I must leave for the Dominion.
Bloody crimson caravans.
Ah, Clive. How goes the hunt? My brother isn't getting in your way, I trust?
Quite the opposite.
So it was the cast stone, and their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. I only hope yours is among... Speaking of whom...
You are too... Here, Clive. Goots' part.
I will.
El, I've asked our boys to... Can I count on your help in...
Of course. I'll make... I expect you'll soon be on your way then, would it now? Don't look so shocked.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, for a small fee, we will move that goods to market.
I was the first my sister helped escape.
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we... And who better to join forces with than... Wouldn't you agree?
I would. It seems our purpose... So what would you say to work?
It would be up.
And our honor. The honor is up.
Here, Clive.
What is it?
El has friends in high places, while I have associates in,
I shall bear it.
Well, all that remains is Goots' pass should secure you a place on the caravan. But if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to provide...
We'll... Right then. Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
Out of my sight, wretch! I know you...
Come on, come on! Juicy pears! Slake your thirst!
What I really want to be is a...
Here you are, Goots. Try not to lose it again.
Me pass! You found it! Oh, thank you so much. I'll have to say thanks to...
So should you, Hunt. You and your friends don't have to steal anymore.
We do, and we already have. Miss Elle's given us this hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the stones. And Goots.
That's all right.
You said you're trained to be a blacksmith. Well, I'm going to be your first customer. I'm going to save...
All right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
Mercenaries.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
All right. Let's go.
see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts. And more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may. What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies!
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash, till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, And as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together, and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Terence.
My prince.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
Thank you. This is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
One would never guess that these people stood on the brink of war.
When they're afraid, they turn to drink to forget their fears.
Anything you want to forget?
The harbor is empty, and half the market stalls too. The city may seem peaceful on the surface, but it's balanced on a knife edge. Were we to give it a nudge, it might be just the distraction we need to reach the Mother Crystal.
I thought you might say that. We should send for Gav. We'll need someone to keep the fires we start from going out.
And we can busy ourselves scheming until he gets here.
I'll send a Stolas then.
What is it, boy?
What's happening?
I don't know. Torgal! This way.
city's on fire.
I'm sure Goose is fine. He'll be making for the square.
The one with the bell tower. In the middle of town, right?
Watchman or sentry is to be slain on sight.
Spare the citizenry. His Highness's orders were clear.
Those were Imperial Dragoons. What in the hell is going on?
Let's go and see.
Right.
I just hope he's all right.
You there! Identify yourself!
We have to.
Hurrah! Quickly! Cut them down! Fighter!
fall into a sewer.
Ward secured, Captain. None of the Emperor's forces remain. They gather the men. You press on to the council chambers. Yes, Captain. What of the men and women in the market district? The evacuation is complete, Captain. Good. Then all that remains is to dethrone the Pretender.
There it is. The bell tower.
Right. Let's go.
Ah, a goods lift.
Where in Grigger's name did you come from? Intruders! Defend the gates!
Damn it. We'll have to find a way around. Hold on, Goods. We're coming.
In the prince's name, none shall pass.
Enemies on the ramparts! Kill them!
Can you see him anywhere?
It must be one of the Dragoon's pets.
Over here, Clive! Are you alright?
Goods, there you are.
I didn't know there'd be a dragon.
All right, let's get out of here.
Oh!
What now?
Is that Mother Crystal's heart?
What the hell is it doing up there? Bahamut.
Your Highness, don't do this!
We must leave. Now, Your Grace. I beg of you.
This is not what he wanted. Something's happened. Forgive me, Yoda, but I must put a stop to this.
Your Grace!
So, what do we do now, then?
We destroy the heart.
Well, he might come back!
As soon as the flames die down, the Imperials and the Dalmex will move in. This may be our only chance.
And Bahamut has gone for now. You should get as far away as you can, Goots.
What? And leave you lot in the lurch? I can't do that. If you're staying, then so am I. I packed everything up before I made a run for it, so if there's out you need, just ask. But I won't be giving it away for free. Nana'd never forgive us if I did.
Thank you, Goots.
Do you need out? I've got some good stuff for yous. All done then? Anything else I can make for you? All done then?